Well, there's so many wonderful resources for kids to learn music in Portland these days. What is yours exactly?
What is ours? Ours is it's called the Joy Now Arts Project, and it's a after school arts program that's just starting this January, and it's been a summer camp for 2 years. And it's taught by members of the March 4th Marching Band, which you probably have heard of at some point if you've been in Portland. This like 30 plus person carnival rock and roll big band extravaganza that's been around. So we offer programming for youth 12 to 18 to rock out with us, and pretty much learn how to do kind of what March 4th has been doing and more. Yeah, there's the brief summary of it.
Okay. Well, how does it work?
Yeah, how does it work? So we've been doing summer camps for 2 years. So pretty much the kids come in, and we kind of put them into like sections, and we have like horns and movement. We kind of have it split down the middle right now. We have movement and circus on one side, then we have the music on the other side, and we go into sections, and we rehearse together, and we get them learning parts, and then we bring it together and rehearse. And kind of March 4th style into this big extravaganza, and so they learn how to work with the whole big group. They learn how to work in small groups. They learn how to sew their own costumes. They learn how to do chants, and yeah, and then we take it to the streets and we perform out in public. So
That doesn't sound like school.
no, it doesn't sound like school. It's pretty fun. We had a bunch of some of our we did some feedback this year on it, and across the board the kids were all like, "This is not normal." I love it. It's not like normal after school programs, or like other ones that I've been to that are more like regimented. It's like, you guys are kind of like loose around the edges and a little bit freaky, a little bit raunchy, and we love it. It's like I could tell, like our first summer camp that we did in 2011. Our rehearsals. It was our first time doing it, so things were a little loose, and the kids were just right there with us. They were like, okay, this is not like the Crusaders or something.
Yeah.
This is like this is March 4th style, and it's not all just March 4th people, but that's like the emanating vibe of our organization. Yeah. Yeah.
So, is there any formal music education?
For them? Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So, at least half of our staff, especially all the like horn players and the drummer, are formally trained. So for our after school program, we're going to be offering private music lessons to kids who want it, as well as ensemble lessons. So we'll teach them music theory. We're actually going to be offering a pretty formal music composition class where kids can learn how to arrange, even find out like what arranging means. They can do music. They can learn like notation, how to write for groups, how to develop listening ears when working with a group, all that stuff. So yeah, totally formal training. It's just going to be disguised with a marching band hat and a little bit of flair. Yeah.
What ages are we talking
12 to 18. Yeah.
Ah.
So that's the age that I've worked with the most. I've been a youth camp worker for the last 12 years. I love teenagers. I think it's a really important age range. It's kind of that precious gap where they're like kind of on their own, and they start to like have enough energy and ideas to feel like how they want to move in the world, but they don't really always have the guidance. So we're giving them our form of guidance. And yeah.
How do they respond to the freedom?
The freedom.
Yeah.
They love it. Well, I think they like most teenagers, they want to feel that boundary, and they'll respect you when they see the boundary. So we do put up a pretty solid boundary in our camp. There's just this aspect of the whole project itself is about personal self-expression and encouraging being who you are. So that's really kind of our main mission, is like a place where anyone can be who they are, who they want to be, whether you're like a freak or a misfit or normal, whatever that means to you. Yeah. Anything goes. So they really love the freedom. They really love that feeling of being able to express themselves. And again, it's not like open, anything goes. We have like rules. When we start our programs, we actually start with this kind of process where I run them through community agreements that we all agree to together. So I write them all out on a board, and we talk about them. You know, respect yourself, listen well, respect the place, blah blah blah, and we have them write their own agreements. So we're creating this kind of like agreements for our community, as it were. You know, and so whenever someone breaks it, we can like call them out on it and be like, "You agreed to this." Yeah.
Now, is this something you would have wanted when you were that age?
Oh hell yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I started doing youth work when I was like 22, like volunteering at some camps, at this camp called the Culture Jam, which is run by the Oregon Country Fair down in Eugene. It's a pretty awesome camp, and I started going to it, and I was like, I would have loved to have gone to this when I was like 15. I could have so used it. I was as insecure as the rest of them, and just wanting a place where I felt like I could have been around other kids who are like doing that kind of thing, and also being given the opportunity to explore lots of different art forms. Because we really offer them a chance to like try out lots of different things. Whether like, you know, if someone comes in and they want a drum, and then they see someone on stilts and they're like, oh, that looks cool. I want to do that instead. You know, they can try that. Oh wait, I want to try costume design. You know, we give them the opportunity to try different things. So, like, I think I would have loved to have had that, something like this. You know, I did do art stuff when I was a kid. My parents put me in arts programs, which is one of the reasons why I'm like one of the people offering this, because I see what it did for me. So,
Must be pretty rewarding, huh?
Yes. Thanks for reminding me. Right now, me and my partner Ariel, we're in the startup phase for our after-school program. So it is like 500-600 hours of slave labor, you know, like volunteer orama.
Oh, man.
So we just have to keep reminding ourselves, oh yeah, okay, it's gonna pay off. You know, it's totally, we work ourselves to the bone, and then for our summer camps, you know, that last performance where you just feel it, and you know the kids come up. Kids you were like, are they having fun? They're all like the whole week, and then afterwards they're like, this was the most amazing thing I've ever done. And you're like, all right, that was worth it. Dang. So yeah, it is rewarding.
What can people do if they want to get involved?
If they want to get involved, our website obviously will be up by the time this is up. It's joynowproject.org, and that's the best way to find out about it. And yeah, you can come to we have an open house on November 18th, actually, which you can find out at our website. It's going to be free. Anyone can come, students and adults. You can experience some circus games and music, and ask us more about the program. Yeah.
Well, that's a big undertaking.
It's a big undertaking.